want to get too complicated. All right, what do they got? They got Ben Simmons. You know they're not shooting from 3 with Ben Simmons. Bradley Beal, Julius Erving, Tobias Harris, Wendell Carter Jr. It's a good team. Solid team. All right, let's see what we got.
That's a great look at our location tonight. The home of the Suns. Here
On the road, huh?
Phoenix.
On the road.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. They've got Jones. Nowitzki is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Serbiak in at the small forward. And for Phoenix, Simmons is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Erving, and it's Harris in at the 4-man position. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Too easy, baby.
The shot is good from Nowitzki.
Well, throughout Nowitzki's career, he has mastered the art of finishing through contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Beal with it, working on Jones. That one falls.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and
Man,
that is
25 points a game.
It's called time and time again.
Here's Serbiak. He's covered by Erving. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Nowitzki after Julius Erving's basket. Porzingis trying to get free. Nowitzki, no good.
I didn't realize Julius was so strong in the post.
Effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Harris's shot is off. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Jones. And stolen by Simmons.
I got a 4-on-none.
Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist.
This is not a good start. Not a good start.
That's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
But we got to focus up here. Focus up.
Suns have gone
some weird plays so far.
From the field to start out the game. Here's the floater.
Come on.
And he gets it to go. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot.
What the hell is happening, man?
He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
And the basket by Harris.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Monty Williams. David, what did he have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Suns. Jackson, he's checked in for Boston. Ainge comes in for Hardaway. Here's Ainge. It's good. And he makes his first
I
shot
get
of the
those
game.
releases, man. That release is
Great
terrible.
job of screening there. Nice job.
It's terrible.
Take it to
Get
the rim
go out of my
and get the
way. The own player getting in my way. I'm trying to get back on defense.
Beal against Jones. Teardrop shot, and Beal with a nice bucket inside. Beal's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside Jackson. Out to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Just 5 to shoot, and a bit of a
Man, they had double teaming my post players, man.
Ball here. And the Celtics with possession here. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Ainge, no good.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Such a wide open look.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score.
Come on, boys.
Ball movement.
What's happening right now? Falling
Celtics
apart.
trail by 10. Outside Jackson. There's the triple. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. This one for 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Come on now, very few in the catch and shoot game better than Dirk Nowitzki. Still commands a ton of respect.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Here in the late stages of March, the range for teams in the power rankings has really solidified. You look at Louisville. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And you know, the Celtics, they're a top-tier team that's faced some challenges this year. Obviously, still winning games, but maybe not at the clip most
Damn it.
expected.
And finished off
Come on,
by
Nowitzki. Pay attention,
And this offense
man.
is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Outside Jackson for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
That's an easy shot, man. You gotta make that.
4 on 3 break. Launches it. Washington, that's good.
Oh my God, everyone's hitting on that team.
Washington's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Ainge kicks to Nowitzki. And the
Dude,
three
what the
off
hell?
Ainge covering. Richardson gets a wide open look. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And what a way to start
Dude,
this
I'm getting
game,
killed.
dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding
Holy
it down low.
shit.
We'll return shortly.
Been a minute since there was a couple of games, like a handful of games before where I got smoked, but I've been playing pretty well. Damn it. Usually Tatum comes out now and helps me get off the schneid a little bit, but damn, not having him right now is a problem. I gotta hit shots.
And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't mind. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone's going to say something, which is fine. But at the same time, I got to worry about, what I need to focus on.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
Welcome back.
Fuck is this guy? This guy's got 7 points.
Celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, Hawkins is out there with Campbell. And it's Smith, and it's Moore in at the 3 slot. And that one falls for Dawkins. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a
Get
proud
out.
one at
Oh,
that.
what?
Richardson, good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Outside Hardaway. Fires for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open, let me make the game easy for him.
Moore with the steal, and now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
We need some easy buckets. We need some easy buckets here. We need some stops and some easy ones.
What can happen?
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And that one
What?
good from Clarkson.
Come on.
Third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here's Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
We go, Penny.
Is right on target. Hardaway has got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston. Clarkson taking his time here. Here's Carter. And a
Damn
good
it. I
offensive
shouldn't
board.
have tried to
Gets
block
the
that
bucket.
shot.
And the Suns lead by 12.
That'd be better than that.
Defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the pass to Campbell. Out to Hardaway. Carter against Canby. Good work defensively by Carter. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Dude, what is happening, man?
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Passes it to Nowitzki. Now Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just gotta get some easy ones, man. We need some easy ones.
Right there.
And
We need some we need some stops too, man.
Get the ball in that position.
And Simmons kicks to Beal. Carter outside. Simmons finds Beal. Another three
Come
for
on.
Phoenix.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league with big-time range, but he has continued to extend it out.
And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Dude, what is happening?
Jr.'s finesse and athleticism, his teammates
His defense is a
trust
mess.
him to finish those alley-oops in style.
Pass to Zerbiak. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Carter. Simmons against Hardaway. Pass to King. Just 5 on the clock. The shot that time, not on target. Simmons with the defensive effort. Washington passes to Erving. The shot, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the
I miss.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
And blocked.
Oh my God.
Parading off the glass. In the corner, Simmons with it. The pass to Washington. Rebounded by the Celtics. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
God, down by 17.
17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Bradley, a strong first half for you and the team. It looked like you guys really were ready to play. Was that something Coach emphasized?
Yeah, most definitely. We want to hit them first. We weren't going to check any temperatures, as he said, so we were not going to just let guys do what they want to do. We're going to come out and be the aggressor, and we did that.
Obviously have to maintain that in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Damn, what a terrible first half.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back.
The second quarter was better than the first, but not by much.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, there wasn't much flow in that offense, that's for sure. Guys were forcing shots, not using their teammates. Look, if they're going to make any noise in the second half, they need to shoot the ball better. And it starts with ball movement, shot selection.
And they shot 81%.
And
I shot 30-something%. That's like
for the second half.
The worst on both ends. That's like you can't get any worse on. Defense can't get any worse. Offense can't get any worse. Damn. Turn around. We've got to turn around.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen Penny Hardaway really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We've got Ben Simmons. Harris is out there with Erving. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Hey guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Passes it to Zerbiak.
Come on, Zerbiak. Jesus.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Erving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. The 17-footer. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones.
Oh my God.
Off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A nice shot by Erving.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gate.
This is crazy.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Shoots it. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their
This is
first 4
nuts.
here in the third.
Hardaway against Simmons. So for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky comes in for Harris, and it's Richardson in for Bradley Beal. And the Celtics making a change here. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Erving against Jackson. The 11-footer. Erving misses.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Jackson throws it down.
Well, this guy is a highlight reel waiting to happen. Josh Jackson with authority.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Richardson against Jones. Simmons looking it over. Here's
Come on,
Carter,
why did I
and
run out of
Carter
bounds
with
like
the
that?
dunk.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the middle. And
What the hell was
stolen
that?
by Simmons. Here's Erving. Up again.
Oh,
and
my God.
Carter with his second chance point.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard,
Holy
but really
shit.
in the rebounding numbers as well.
This is crazy.
Smith against Simmons. And the dunk by Smith.
You know, there is a strength that Dennis Smith Jr. plays with, even against big bodies. It matters not.
And the Suns call time here. You know, Doris, we saw the All-Star game playing to a target score down the stretch. And some think in years to come, the NBA may adopt it for the overtime period. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin. That All-Star game, I was absolutely riveted to my television. The action was compelling. The defense was compelling. I can't say I've ever experienced that in an All-Star game. I think it's something you have to take a hard look at.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at Erving, he's not quite there, but he's very close to a spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific
Come
some of the
on,
other
that 2
Western
guys
Conference
there.
players have been.
Jesus
Seems like the
Christ, this guy's not missing
anticipation just
anything.
continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson misses. Suns
I can't
lead
get...
by
The
23.
release is terrible this game.
Here's Richardson. Out of hand on it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Clarkson. And slam dunk by Camby.
I can't get those running, those moving jumpers, man. I can't get those moving jumpers down.
New coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous
Jesus.
force.
Shots good by Clarkson.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Inside, it's tipped.
Oh my
and
God,
stolen
of course
by
he got
Richardson.
tipped.
For the finish, and a slam dunk by Richardson.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break
Holy
opportunity,
shit.
and the finish pretty good.
Pass to Camby. Here's Dawkins. Pass to Ainge. From downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Just a solid solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Carter dishes to Clarkson. Back to Carter. Just 3 on the clock. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And when you call
This is
a play
stupid.
for Carter Jr., you really want
Holy
to get him
shit.
something in rhythm. Great execution there.
27
And so
points.
It's the Phoenix Suns rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Holy shit, it's crazy.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And
Why is Camby bringing the ball up?
To this point has not
What is
been
this?
an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Camby out there with King. And it's Serbiak in at the 2. There's the pass to King. Okafor against Camby. Over Okafor. Camby good.
We're just gonna play the game out. Just it is what it is.
Seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues. Some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Moore outside. Jacks up a 3. He doesn't hit that one.
You can't hit
Now the
anything,
Suns
man.
Take it the other way. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Craig passes to Clarkson. And it's
Oh my God, Clarkson is the best player in the game. Jesus Christ.
Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Passes it to Campbell. And here is Serbiak. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Marcus can't. I mean, Jordan Clarkson's like the best player in this freaking game. At least when he's playing like it.
The Suns shooting has been
Unstoppable.
sensational. 75% for the game. Here's Harris. Rebound Camby. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
Cam, we'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a
tournament
tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
That's good from Moore. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Suns leading by 21 as to Washington. Poke loose. Hardaway against Simmons. Nowitzki kicks to Moore. Now here's Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Nowitzki right side. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Balance and body control. Simmons able to send that one packing.
Pass to Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
And Stan's only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big.
Man, what a terrible game. What a terrible game.
Contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
First one falls
Yeah, bring in the bench.
Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something. We could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Smith inside. And slam dunk by Camby.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big time dominance, and
big time dominance
books as a gaudy win for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other.
His release is so slow.
The Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Now the pass.
You got some open threes too. You got to hit those.
Here's Craig. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. That one.
What the hell was that? Touch pass from the power forward?
Most of their opportunities looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Camby. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That free throw missing.
Of course I missed free throws. Of course.
And he's good on the second.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Oh, man, I'm down by 22.
6-second difference between
Doesn't matter.
Game clock. Now here's Kaminsky. Camby covering.
That guy's wide open. Somebody want to cover him?
And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Now Smith from about 19 feet, it's off. And so
even the last shot of the game was dumb. Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
May not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical
When I lose big.
I know their fans.
I've only lost only a couple of my losses I've been like close. When I lose by a lot.
Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil, here at home with a competitive matchup. What got you guys over the top tonight?
To stand together as a team, playing as hard as we could. The fans were great, and we wanted to play good for them.
And you surely did, Jalil. Thanks a lot for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.